Hello, a very good evening to you. Do stay with me throughout the next couple of hours at the very least. Now, we're starting off this hour, of course, with the one-day special. This is a brand new launch for tonight. We're expecting a busy hour as well. I'm just going to give you the dispatch date straight away. Everything's going to be dispatched from the 10th of May. These are coming from overseas, of course. We do have a guest who's going to be joining us live via Skype. We know who it is, don't we? We know it's Lou. She's here. Lou with us. She's waving frantically. You can't see her yet. There she is. Oh, hello.
Your hair looks amazing.
Oh, thank you. I've managed to get to the hairdressers on Thursday, finally.
It's grown so long, it looks beautiful.
Thank you. And you look gorgeous as well.
Thank you.
Tell me about the one-day special, Lou. This is something really good, isn't it? It's a great bundle.
Well, I didn't know about Bruynzeel till, not a few months ago. I'd heard of them. And then I got to try them, and I thought, for the price, I already had, in my head, I already thought, they can't be that good because of the price. I was absolutely blown away by them. I am now a big fan of these. I try and make sure people understand how good quality they are, because it's sometimes when you're wrong, it's really good to be wrong.
Do you know, I know what you mean by that as well. Do you know, we've got a whole host of products here. Let's have a look what we're getting. Because, of course, we do have the pencils here. I'm not going to touch these because they're so beautifully displayed, but there's 24 pencils here. I've got to say, before I even go through any more, I had to check on the prices, Lou, because I can't believe the prices here. These have got really strong pigments. You've got 24 individual colours there. You know, straight away, I mean, we're just scratching the surface of the bundle at the moment, just looking at the tin of pencils, because we've got so much more. But on top of that, we've also got the paper pads. Now, there's two different paper pads here. We've got the warms and the cools. I've actually got a sheet of each of the colours here as well. Why these beautiful tones, Lou? These are 15% cotton, aren't they, as well? 20% recycled paper.
These are all cellulose based. And the important thing about this is when we're painting, drawing, anything, we tend to we start on white or black, and then we have to do all the mid-tones, the shadows and all that. Here, you're already starting on the middle part of your colour range. You just need to add the light and the dark so that the white shines brighter, the black is darker.
Right, okay.
So it's almost like having a foundation, and then you build all colours up, because believe it or not, the colours stand out beautifully on this.
You know, I can't wait to see these in action. Now, I did show you the warm ones to start with. We've got the cool colours here as well. I'm loving these shades, actually. I can imagine how the pencils are going to look on this one in particular. I don't know if you've got a favourite, whether, you know, you're getting them both, so you don't have to pick. But absolutely amazing. How many sheets do we get in each of those pads altogether?
50 sheets in each one.
50 in each. Wow, that is really good value. Now, there's still more to talk about, because we've also got the charcoal pencils as well. Now, there are 5 in the box here. You're going to get those part of the one-day special. These are a pure charcoal as well, which is wonderful. Now, we've also got, Lou, haven't we? We've got, let's have a look at this here now. This is your tortillon. Is that how you pronounce it? Tortillon?
Yeah, tortillon, tortillon. A lot of people, it's exactly right. Tortillon. It's paper stump.
That's the paper stump. And then we've got the white pastel pencil that I just touched on there as well. You can see the brand name on there. Lovely. So the paper stump, very important?
Very important. I don't think people realise just how versatile paper stumps are and what you can do with them. They've been one of them misnomers where you just get them in a pack and you think, oh, what's this here? But I'm going to show you how to use them, and it'll change your mind, honestly.
Can't wait. I recently bought some paper stumps, actually. I haven't used them yet, so I'm looking forward to some tips from you there. £7 saving. Get this. I genuinely had to check this price. £34.74 for everything that we've just seen there. 346538 is the item number. The fact that you've got 50 sheets of the paper there, you've got the 24 coloured pencils, you've got the charcoals, you've got the pastel, and you've got the paper stump as well. All that for that price. Now, we have got much more to show you as well. So we're going to move down the counter. Now, something that has been very busy in the past. Now, the previous time we saw these, Lou, these did sell out. Now, we've got a pick and mix, haven't we? It's a choice of any 3 sets. So why are these so special? Look at the price again. I can't get over this.
Well, this is the main selling point is the quality you get for the price. It's sort of like it really does make you think again. And these are all put in packs for you ready, so you can actually just get into creativity rather than worrying about what colours go with what. You've got
Okay.
two nibs, and you can do a fine line and obviously the brush, so you can do your creative cursive
Yeah.
writing and you can do your well you can do a lot of watercolor work with these as well,
Oh, wow.
perfect for that. And you're also I'm going to show you some little tricks about working with them two and three at a time, and yeah, they look really cool when you do stuff like that. So
Oh, I
oh,
can't wait to
I
see
can't
these in
wait, I'm
action.
excited.
I'm not surprised. I didn't get to see the previous show, so I'm really, really keen to see what you're going to do with these. Now, we've got different names here. We'll go through them all. We've got Tokyo, first of all. I've got to say the colours straight away are really standing out to me here. Love those. Next, we've got Venice. Then we've got Marrakesh. You can see a bit of a theme here, can't you? Down at the front, we've got 3 more colours. Remember, this is a pick and mix of any three packs, that is. Then you've got New York, Rio de Janeiro, I can hardly say that, and then Amsterdam as well. Now, something I am going to say, we did check on this as well. We have got these, we've got some more pens coming up. If you're going for more than one item, you will not get a repeat with colours from these compared to ones we're going to see as well. So be safe with the knowledge of that one as well. Now, if you have got the budget for it, I would go for all 6 packs of those, so you've got all of those colours. That means you
Hang
just
on,
want multiples of 2. Great price, isn't it? Only £11.85 for 3. So that's
is
how
that
much is that?
£4 each?
That's for 3 packs. You get 6 fine liners in
So hang
each.
on, do you
3
actually
pick
get
and
3
mix,
packs, right?
6
So that's
fine line.
£4 a pack.
3. That's what it's. Yeah, that's.
Wow.
I had to check it. We're just double checking again, but that's what we've been told. There it is. You can see it on the website. A pick and mix. There it is. Do you know
Get
what?
'em all.
Grab yours now. Check those baskets out, because if
Get 'em
somebody's
all.
made a
Fill your
mistake, we've got
boots,
to
quick.
honour it. We've got to honour it. There it is. Honestly,
Fill your boots.
that is a bargain. I can hear frantic people wanting to rush and buy these right now. Now the penny's dropped at the
Yes,
price here. £11.85 for a pick and mix of any 3. You can get all of them for less than £24. 893382 is the item number. Now, coming up next, we've got a set of 24. Now, I did say we'll not see the repeats of colours there, so you will get different colour ranges throughout the different sets here. Well, look again, 24 fine liner brush pens there for £12.95.
Well, these are the ones I've got, and I fell in love with them. I fell in love with them because of the colours, the twin end. They've just got all the things you expect in a really, really expensive high-end brush, pen, and liner for this a crazy price. It is a bit mad, isn't it?
It really is. It is absolutely ridiculous. 768-835 if you want to go for these. Now, we do have a bigger selection as well. There is actually a set of 48 of those pens. Remember, these are dual tip as well. So let's have a look at the 48 next. Wow, and it's so beautifully presented as well, Lou, isn't it? Lots more shades as well. We've taken these out of the tin. It's got, look at the pinks in there. I mean, everything. We're going through from the greys, the browns, the greens. You've got teals and almost petrol blues in there. All your shades of blue, through to your lilacs, your purples, your pinks, your oranges, your yellows, everything. Do you know, I'm just jumping ahead there, not watching the screen, because I think I've gone one way, the camera's going the other, but you're getting everything that you see in there.
Look at those colours.
I know.
They're all dual tones, aren't they? They're like, really, you know, you've not just got one nice green, you've got the olives and you've got the yellow greens, and they're lush them. I just like them. I'd buy them to have them displayed like that.
Don't they look wonderful? We've taken the trays out of the tin, but of course, you know, they are beautiful. You're going to keep these nice and safe. You're going to keep them as they are, or you should do, because then, of course, you can just grab them as you want. Now, we keep saying about the prices. £7 saving here, just £24.95 for that set of 48. 326286. But if you dash into your baskets right now, just hang on for one more second, because coming up next, wait for it, we've got 72 colours here for you.
Go.
Look at this. Look at the saving on this one, Lou. £15. £15 saving.
You know, I can't get to the phone. I can't get to the phone. I've got my little phone here, so when you disappear, if I don't look like I'll be on the phone.
I might be disappearing first. Oh,
There's
look at
skin tones
these.
on them.
I cannot wait to see these in action. £44.95. You've got 72 of the fine liner brush pens here. Do you know what? If you're going to get them, go for the big one if you can afford it. The fact that we've got a Flexi on this as well, we can split this 2 ways. £22.48 is all you need to pay today, another in a month's time, and all 72 of those colours will be yours. Fine liner, brush tip as well, dual tip. 372777 is the item number there. So yeah, you know, essentially you could say you've got 2 pens in one, so you're doubling that up. That would be 144 pens. Wow. Now then, we've got more to tell you about as well. Now we've got 2 different size cases here as well with the coloured pencils. Now we're starting with the set of 36. Now, I've been told I can touch these.
I'm in love with these.
Oh,
I'm in love with all these.
I'm not going to tip this too far because they might fall out, but look at what you're getting here. We are very busy as well, I can tell you, everybody. I'm not surprised at these prices. £5 saving on these. Absolutely beautiful colours. £19.99 is all you need to pay. 610432 is the item number. We do have another option though. That's where you're all going. You found it. You found it. I'm going to make sure that lid's on nice and tight before I put that back. And I'm going to bring over the next tin because we've got 72 pencils here. Wait and see until you see the price. There it is. Look at that. Whoa. Ah, is there another tray underneath in this one? There must be. Is there? I can't count there quickly enough. There is. There's another tray. Can I try and? Oh, wait a minute. Let me just, oh, there it is, look. Oh, look at those greens in there as well. You've got all your browns, your greys in there as well. Let me just put that one in front so you can see those together. All of that for just £35.99. You've got a £9 saving here. 654054 is the item number. Do you know what? We've got even more for you as well. If we go to the website, you can see lots of other options as well. We've got more of those tortillons there, or paper stumps if you want the easy way of phrasing it. Look at the pick and mix. That is absolutely flying. We've got 5-star reviews there. Just in case somebody's made a mistake there, grab them and check your baskets out quick. If you're going for those and you're going for the fine liner brush pens as well, the colours are not repeated. Lou, we're going to get to you in demo in a little while, so if you want to be ready for that, we will come to you as soon as possible. But look what we've got on offer here. 5-star reviews, 5-star reviews there as well. We've got sketchbooks of different sizes. We've got pastel pencils for you there as well. Do take time to have a look at these at some point, but of course don't miss out on any of the demonstrations. I for one cannot wait to see what Lou's got up her sleeve for us. I really can't. The one-day special as well, don't miss out on that. If you're going for this one, you can easily go for other things as well. I'm just going to very quickly, as Lou gets ready, show you the papers that you're getting in the one-day special again. You're getting 50 sheets in each of these pads. I'm showing you the culls first of all. We've got queues on the phone lines as well. We are very, very busy. I'm loving these tones. I cannot wait to see these in action. You know, we're so used, aren't we, to seeing white or, you know, the off-white papers being used. But when you've got the colours like this, and that's just the cool tones, let me show you the warms as well. That gorgeous orange there. I mean, you've got the best of everything. This is going to change the way you work with those pencils. Love it. $34.74 for the one-day special. You're getting 24 pencils, the 2 paper pads, the tortillon as well. You're also getting the pastel pencil and the charcoal, and they're pure charcoal as well. You're getting 5 charcoal pencils, 346538. I've got a feeling many of you are multi-buying. I am not surprised. Right, are you ready to go, Lou?
I'm all ready.
Wonderful,
We're going to do
can't
something
wait.
really quick now, and it's going to be jewel based. So just wanted to show you that I've got my pencils here, and these are really simple to do, and we're going to be seeing how we can do these. So here I've got a jewel, it's just a doodle jewel, very easy to do. Seriously easy. I've got some pearls, all done with the pencils, and I've got some water drops. Well, they're not water drops, they're like glass bauble things. So I just wanted to show you how it really is simple. Now, the good thing about this paper is it takes ink, It takes gouache, it takes pastel, it takes pencils, it takes some watercolour, although it's not made for watercolour, but look, it still took it. So you've got a multitude of uses for this. But I just wanted to show you how simple these are to work with. Really, really simple. So why do we need this coloured paper? Well, this coloured paper is like your mid-tone. So all the colours that we want to sort of build upon are based on this, not white, because what we have to do then is keep it white. We want to sort of start with this colour and then work each way. Now, you'll notice, you'll see a lot of like artists who they also work on this paper because it cuts down your time so much, and you'll see them using it for quick pastel drawings and all this. So I thought, well, I'll show you how easy it is to use.
Okay.
We're going to make a pearl. It's a little bit monotonous, but it shows you the ways that you can build it up. Now I've got a template here. I'm just going to go in straight in with a pen, and all I'm going to do is going to draw a line. Now the line really is, I'm going to do it quite thick,
okay,
so that we can see it, but not only see it, that's going to be in place of the black as well. So the next thing is you get your colours. So any colour you think grey on this paper would really have an impact and change all your colours, but no, because if you look at the pinks on the green,
that's just amazing. That, look at it.
It's not changed it. And all you need to do with this, so even if you get the 72 pens, if you get the 24 you can still do it, if you get the 12 you can still do it. It's all to do with how this works on the paper, and a light, medium and a dark.
Okay.
So we're going to do, say, any colour we want on here. Let's go for blues. Well, so I'm just going to go get my blues. Now the first thing you need to do is choose the blues. Now I've just picked up all of them. Now my advice is swatch them. You have to swatch them. It's really important. Now the first thing that I did was I created a load of swatches for these, which I can't find now. And I created all the swatches, and it's really important that you just go through them all and test them. I'll show you them in a minute.
Yeah.
And you get an idea of what the colours look like on different papers. So the first thing we're going to do is just collect some light colours. Now, so I'm going to go with the light. Yep, I like that.
Okay.
I like that one.
That's a lovely colour.
And then, yeah, that's not bad there. And then this is really important. Now keep a piece of scrap, and don't be worried about using it. Keep a piece of scrap, because this will help you sort of make sure you understand the family of colours and how it works. And I've got, here's the samples that I did. So just to show you that the grey, how vibrant the colours look on the grey.
Yeah, they do,
and this
don't they?
isn't anything special. These are the pastels, in case I didn't know whether I was going to have them or not. But these are how intense, and you can see the scribble marks.
Yeah.
There's no special stuff on it. This is the impact that the pigment, which is
We've
superb.
had, Lou, a really good question, actually. In fact, we're getting lots of questions in. This one in particular is from Carol, though. And it is a good question because Carol is asking, what sort of surface does the paper have? How would you describe it? Is there a tooth to it? I mean, I'm just feeling it here now, and it's you can't, it feels smooth, but you can feel a bit of something. How would you describe it?
Yeah, it's definitely got a tooth, because papers that take pastels, inks and anything, or pencils especially, on gouache, need a tooth. But it's not super textured. It's got a smooth finish, but it's not super textured. But it has got a tooth, that way we can build up the layers to create all these wonderful, different techniques that we're going to do today. So that is a brilliant question. Well worth knowing. Just to go back to the pencils, you can see I've put on one of them, you'll see that I've wrote the names down as well, which is really important. So on this name here, I have just put like the number and everything near it. You can't see it, it's me, I've done it invisible.
Okay.
So what we're going to do,
Lo, you know the question about the surface? I don't know, I'm just very quickly, I don't know if you're going to be able to pick this. We're trying to get in with the camera so you can actually see, because we can see there is... I'm just going to move it slightly, because depending on how I tilt this, you can actually see the surface there.
Yeah.
It feels lovely, absolutely gorgeous. I can't get over the value of this, I really can't.
It's not super smooth. It's got a tooth, but it's not rough.
Yeah.
I tell you what, people will know what sugar paper is, won't they? It's
Yeah, I'd have thought
smooth.
so. Yeah.
People are going to think this is sugar paper. It's not. It's got a tooth to it, but it's smoother than sugar paper.
Okay.
And that's the sort of thing that people probably be used to, knowing that sort of thing. Right, I've got the white. This is super important, the white. And all I'm going to do is I'm just going to put 2 areas of white. Now, there's a bit, it's a weird shape. It's like
a kidney bean. Yeah.
And a flying saucer, if there is such a thing. Now, you can see, I'm not really going hard with this. I'm only doing light. Now, a couple of tricks to it. When you're using your pencil like that, you're going to get grooves and lines, which is great. That's fine.
Yeah.
But that's done too fast because you can't build up layers. What you need to do is learn how to do a pressure sort of exercise where you take the pressure off your pencil till it disappears.
Oh, yes, we can see that.
And then that way, each time you do it, you will get the same effect where you're filling in every tooth, but you're building layers. Now, that means that when I go on this, I can now build up layers and make that blend, and then blend back over it with the white over it.
Do you know, that has blended really well, hasn't it? Just by adding the blue there, now you're going back with the white. That is a lovely, what a gorgeous colour as well.
So you can see, and I've not really done that too well, because I want to show you, you know, how you can do it quite quickly.
It looks wonderful.
But if you take time with that, it works really well. So we've got this we're going to do a blue pearl. So the next thing is, I'm just going to go, now, I'm going to go slightly over the white, and I'm just going to, the thing is, I see people doing this, and that's great.
Right, but yeah, like a circular motion.
Yeah, and that's for blending. But when you want the colour down, get it on. Just get it on. But can you see I've still got that line around it? But what I'm doing is building up the textural sort of element so that when I come to just feather this in, that starts to disappear. So I get the next colour. So I've gone around it. You can actually, if you wanted to, go over all of that with the lightest colour.
Yeah.
So then we look at the colours and we think, right, we've got this one. Do I want it? This is the next thing. Do I want it cool or warm? Now, these are really lovely together with that one. So I think I'll go for the turquoisey colours. Do not be fooled by the ends, because sometimes, or depending on the light that you're looking at in, that is very different to that end.
Okay.
So make sure that you're looking at both ends.
Yeah,
when you
I think the tip is, as you said, do the swatches and, you know, make sure you keep those close to hand. Lou, I'm just going to remind everybody as well, because we are so busy. Not only have we got the pencils in the one-day special where you've got 24, don't forget we've also got, and it's very busy, a tin with 72 pencils in there. 20% of the stock has gone. I mean, you are going for the large one. Look at this, £35.99 with a £9 saving for 72 colour pencils, all in that beautiful tin as well. 654054 is the item number. We've got lots of different options, but you know what? These are just flying. Just while we're here as well, just going to remind you about the fine liner and brush pens as well, because of course we've got those in different sets. Again, the set of 72 is extremely busy. Half of the stock has already gone. This is the set of 72. You can see those trays there. We're getting a question coming in from Sylvia. Oh, is it Sylvia Allen? I bet it is. Sylvia's wanting to know, are these water-based? They are, aren't they, Lou? They're water-based.
Yeah, they're water-based, but they're not water-reactive.
Okay.
They're not all, they've got a pigment and the binder with them, so they
Right.
won't react, although I have used a little bit, and you do get a little bit of payback with the colour, and that means the transference of colour, but no, they are basically a colouring pencil, not a watercolour.
Lovely, but you've got that brush tip, you've also got the fine liner tip, all in the one pen. So really, essentially, it's as though you're getting 144 of those there. The most beautiful colours as well. We are so busy on these. 372.
Oh, sorry, I was talking about pencils.
Oh,
Yeah,
no,
the pens
we're
are
at the fine
definitely
liners
water-based.
now.
Sorry, I was talking, when I was answering question, I was talking about pencils. The pencils are
Oh,
water-based, but not water-reactive. The pens are
yep.
like watercolor pens.
Perfect. So these
So
are, they're water-based and they're reactive to water as well when it comes to the fine liner
now
and brush pens.
I've built up the next colour. Oh,
What? Oh, we've lost you a little bit. Oh dear. Oh, we might have to just reset with Lou. Never mind, we'll have a bit of a recap. We'll get Lou back, don't worry. So, if your budget isn't quite stretched into the 72, we do have other options. We have got an option with 48. This is the 72, so you've got those three trays within the tin there. If I just move down to the next shot there, pack shot that we've got here, you can see you've got two trays in the tin. This is where your 48 comes in, still those beautiful colours. Look at the price again, less than £25 for 48 fine liner and brush tip pens. 326286 is the item number. Now we do also have the set of 24. Perhaps you've already got some of these, perhaps you're going for some and you know you're going to use some colours more than others. Maybe you want to use the 24 as a top-up set because of course you've got 24 colours in there at a great price. Look at this. £4.70, only £12.95. So you could add that into your basket just as an extra to make sure with your favourite colours that you're not going to run out of those. Now the pick and mix is a little bit different because of course you've got completely different colours to the ones we've already seen. So if you go in for the pick and mix alongside anything that I've just mentioned, you're not going to repeat those colours. Now we cannot get over the price of this. You are getting a pick of mix of anything that is 3 packs. There is 6 pens in each pack, so that's 18 pens. I would say if you can afford to, go for all 6. Go for multiples of 2. That will give you all 6 of these. These are still fine liners. You've still got the brush pen tip there as well. So they're dual tipped. They are literally flying. I'm going to give you a few updates actually. Tokyo, half the stock has gone. We'll show you Tokyo. There it is. Oh, I'm just loving that pink straight away. I like Venice, you know. 60% of the stock gone on Venice. It's that green one on the front. You see, I'm drawn to those greens all the time. What else have we got? We've got Marrakesh for you. Half the stock gone on this one. They look almost metallic, don't they, there? Then we've got some more colours. We've got New York. Over half of the stock has gone on New York. Do look at the imagery on the front there because it will give you an idea of how these colours are going to come out. Rio de Janeiro. You know when you get those words and you just can't say it. You can read it, but you can't say it. Approaching 60%. Doesn't matter if I can pronounce it or not. It's very busy. And then Amsterdam, half the stock has gone of this one. We are busy across the board. 893382 is the item number. Remember, no repeats of colours if you're going for the tins as well. Right, we are trying our hardest to get back to Lou, but we'll just have another look at the one-day special and just remind you. So we're back to the pencils now. We've just done the fine liners with the brush tip. These are the pencils that Lou was using. You are getting 24 in the tin here with the one-day special. On top of that, you're getting 5 of the charcoal. These are pure charcoal pencils as well. We're also getting the white pastel pencil there as well. Looking forward to see Lou working with this one. You're getting your tortillon there as well, or your paper stump, but it doesn't end there because, of course, when it comes to the paper pads, you are getting 50 sheets in each pad. You have got the warms, which I'm going to show you first. These are the colours in the warms. It's a really lovely texture, actually. I'm so glad that Carol asked the question, actually, and we could answer that question. Really lovely texture on these. These are the warms. We're going to show you the cools as well because you are getting both of them. Let me bring the cools in. And of course, Lou was working with one of these as well. £34.74 is the cost for the one-day special itself. You're getting so much for your money. 346538 if you're looking at that. Now, also, while I'm still doing a little bit of a run down the counter, I'm going to remind you of something else. And in fact, I think we're going to see something we didn't show you the first time round as well. Right, now, something I didn't show you the first trip down the counter was this. This is a 70-piece colouring and drawing set. I've not even opened this yet. I'm just hearing what's in this. I am going to have a look, actually. Ooh. 32 colour pencils. Oh, we've got watercolours in this one as well. 18 watercolours in here. 12 metallics. Oh, I need these. 4 graphite. You've got a brush in there. 2 sharpeners. And an eraser as well. Wow. There's your eraser. There's your two sharpeners. There's your brush. You've got your pencils right. I can tell which ones are the metallic straight away. All at this end. Look at these. There's got to be another tray under here. Let me just lift this up. This was at the back of the sheet. I didn't get to open this beforehand, so I'm seeing it for the first time. Oh, look, that's where you've got the colours. You've got the graphite pencils in there as well. You've got the all-important white in there. Wow. £35.95 for the whole set. And £9 saving. 697,989 is the item number. Wow, 70 pieces within that set there. Right, okay, I love the tin for this one as well. The imagery on the front of the tin is absolutely beautiful. Then a final reminder, something else we're very, very busy on. When it comes to the coloured pencils, the set of 72 is extremely busy. I am going to open this again just so you can see exactly what you're getting, because you've got the two layers in here. And £9 saving again, only £35.99. So you've got your top layer there, those beautiful colours. Let me just grab the tray and try not to tip everything out. I'm doing well so far. There we are. You can see you've got the greens, the greys, the browns under there as well. You've got every colour that you can think of. Look at that. £35.99. No wonder we are busy. That £9 saving is yours, of course, throughout the one-day special. While we've got the stock, over 20% of the stock has gone already. 654054. Now, I do believe we've got Lou back. I'm so relieved. Lou, can we hand it back to you, please?
Oh, yes. I've been messing around with colour just to show you that I've got now this sphere, and all I did was I just used the colour around the edges and I just kept building it up so that this really nice sort of blend we've got there, it was the circle on the white was getting smaller and smaller but not disappearing. And then what I wanted to show you is just while we get to the end of it, and just here's the black and the dark blue. Now, when you're using this pencil and you don't want a heavy hand with it, use it right at the end so that the pencil, you're using it like this rather than that, because you will get a lot lighter coverage. And all I'm going to do is just gently, now I'm moving the paper around now, it just makes it easier for me. So, and all I'm doing is just hardly pressing, but that brings that popping right out. So we do that, then this is the bit that people don't realise, is you get a blending brush. And now the colours have really blended. I go back in with my white.
So Lou,
and what you'd get
if you were going for the one-day special and you've got the paper stump in there, would you use the paper stump in a different way to how we've just seen the blending brush? Is it for a different purpose? I'm just going to show you now, because if you haven't got that and you've got a brush like that, what you do is you get your tortillon or paper stump or anything that you want, and you are actually going to use it as a pencil. Now, I'm going to blend out the very darkest part. What this does is it pushes all the teeth down in the paper and burnishes it, but blends it out. Now, that allows this to get a beautiful shine. So you need to make sure it's nice and clean. But if I show you, say here, I'll just blend these in, put a bit of colour in, and I'm going to be a bit sort of, let's see how this goes, because this is how you're going to see whether it works. So yeah, I'm starting to blend. So what I need to do is put the colour back in, and blend back over. But then something that was quite sort of sharp and it is easily smoothed back in with it just by keep going over. So if you're not adventurous or you're not feeling like that you're able to do colouring, this allows everybody to be an artist, because it does all the blending for you, and with it having no product on it, you're not actually adding anything, you're just smoothing it out. And I'll just show you there. That looks incredible, though. It really does, the blend that you get in there. But that's basically what you need to do. And the darkest part
really is the black. And if you just do that, and then I would keep your paper stump, if you can get a few of them, even better, but keep your paper stump for certain colours if you can. And then that way you can sort of not put any product on it and just keep using it.
Yeah.
I hope you can just see there's a little bit there. You get them in different sizes, but these are worth the weight.
We do have another pack, actually. We're going to bring the details in. I didn't know we even had these until just now. An extra 5 for only £9.75. Oh, another great buy. Oh, put those in your basket as well, everybody. 993194 is the item number for those.
So this is like a simple pearl. You could add all your own details to this or anything you want, but at the end of the day, people might not want to produce this, but I promised people that I would show them how easy that was to do.
Yeah.
If you've got a white pen as well, let me see if it'll work. They work with a white pen, so you can actually just put a white pen in there if it works.
Could you use an acrylic pen? Would that work, or would it be too much to go over the pencils?
No, acrylic pen works.
Like anything, acrylic paint pen.
Anything that you can put. Yeah, there you go. So you've got that focus of light on it now. The pastel will work on top of it. All that'll work. But you can see, and then I can still blend that in now if I wish. Now, what you might want to do is use it with your other stuff. So I wanted to show you something. This is straight on the paper, but then these are some pieces that I've done where you might want to add pencil to your work. Like here's some watercolour.
Oh, wow, look at these.
Now, that's, to me, I've nowhere finished these, but I want to sort of add these wonderful watercolour effects to that, and even to this one. And it's so easy to do with these pencils. Say this blue here, I've watercoloured it. I've used the sketching pencils and the brush pens, and I've done watercolour all over it. Let it dry, and now I can go back in. Now this is incredibly difficult to do with a brush, but if you feel more confident using a pencil, then you know you're going to get the results better, because it's more like a pen. So it's easy to use. Same colours. I'm just going to now show you how you can just blend using these pencils on top of paint, which I think is a win-win, because, you know, sometimes you think, oh, if I only had something a bit lighter there. So and now you can just add pencil over the top of your paints. It works on all sorts, these work on all sorts of paints. So now I'm just going to put a little shadow, and then I'll show you maybe a different colour to give it a little bit more light.
Okay.
Different.
We do have watercolour pencils as well on offer. I don't know if anybody's found those yet, but we've got those available. And don't forget the tin that I did show you a little while ago with the 70 pieces in does contain watercolours in there as well. But, you know, there is so many options. The watercolour pencils themselves will bring you the details. Obviously, Lou's doing different techniques. It wasn't the watercolour pencil she was using there, but if you are looking for those, then maybe this is something that Sylvia was looking for as well. You've got the 36 watercolour pencils there, only £23.99. £6 saving here as well, 424448. I have got the box with me here so you can see. Again, look at the imagery on the front there. It's absolutely beautiful. Do take inspiration from the colours that have been used, the way that the blends are as well. I'm just going to open this one up because there you can see those colours that you're getting. Is this a double layer or a single layer? How many have we got in this? That must be a single. There's 36, yeah. Even though I'm not counting, I can see there's 36 there. Lovely. All of that for just £23.99. 424448 is the item number. Now, if you are going for the pick and mix, we are so busy, so busy. Right, okay, getting a bit of an update here. If you're going for these, this is your pick and mix of any three. There are 6 pens in each pack, so that you are getting 18 pens altogether for £11.85. I can tell you every one of the options is now limited stock. 893382. Don't miss out. We are going to make phone calls. We're going to try to see if we can get more stock because they are going to go, but we do not know whether we can manage to get any more stock at the moment. So just in case we can't, please check your baskets out. Don't miss out. Back to Lou.
Right. Well, I think seeing as though we're getting really close to limited stock or finishing and not having any, I thought I'd do some little techniques with these. Now, these are the ones that I've got. I love them and I keep them in the pack.
Oh
But
no!
again, I want
Oh, Lou's freezing again. Oh
most
no!
of the time I do have little.
Right, we've lost Lou again. Oh, I am sorry, everybody. We will get Lou back. Let's have another look at the tin of 72. So Lou is going to show us with the fine liners and the brush pens there. But if you want to go, the 24 set is on the screen now for £12.95. But so many of you, I can't blame you, so many of you are going for the set of 72. I'm just going to lift up the tin actually and show you the depth of the tin that you've got, because all three layers are going to house themselves beautifully in that tin. What a presentation box if you're gifting these as well. We currently don't know if we're going to get any more of these, but so far 2/3 of the stock on the 72 tin has already gone. We are so busy. We've got Flexi on it as well. If you take advantage of the Flexi and you're adding anything else into your basket, you can split the cost two ways as well. But for the set of 72, it's only £22 and so many pence. I've forgotten what it was. 372777 is the item number. That's all you need if you want to go for these. I'm going to urge you again, check your baskets out as quickly as you can if you don't want to lose something. We genuinely don't know if we can get any more stock. We will try where things are selling out because we've got so many vulnerable items already, but we can't guarantee it at the moment. We're still very busy on the phone line as well, so do go to the website if you possibly can. Now, we are trying to get Lou back as well. We've got a few little issues with our connection tonight, so we're just going to go to our Flexi VT, tell you how to spread the cost, of course. What is Flexi order? When you place an item on FlexiBuy in your basket, you qualify for Flexi order, which means any other items you add to your basket will also be included in your FlexiBuy payments. So you can spread the cost over multiple monthly payments. After your first payment is made, your entire order will be dispatched. When you add at least £60 worth of any items to your shopping basket, either online or on the phone, you'll qualify for our Flexi order offer. This means you can spread the cost of your order over equal monthly FlexiBuy payments, offering you extra flexibility when you shop with us. Flexi order, making your shopping experience with the craft store easier. I've got a feeling quite a few of you are taking advantage of the Flexi basket this evening. Right, while we're still working with Lou, we will get her back shortly. Let's have another look at the one-day special. Do you know what I'm going to say to you here as well? I recently bought, it was from a Chandler, it was a Chandler then, it's the craft store now, but it was a Chandler at the time. I bought some artist quality pencils, which I did save up a long time for, and they are fantastic, but not everybody's got a large budget. What I can say about these, just watching the little bit of demonstration with Lou already, the quality of these for the money that you are spending is exceptional. Not everybody's got a big budget. If you have only got a small budget and you want to go for these, we've got so many different options. So many of you are going for, you know, everything across the board here, all those different size tins, whether it's pencils, whether it's brush liners. The one-day special itself is a great way to start because you're getting the 2 paper pads, you're getting the 24 pencils, you're getting the charcoal pencils, there's 5 of those. There's the white pastel in there as well. I know that's going to be a really good bonus in that particular bundle, and of course you're going to get the total on there as well. £34.74 under item number 346538. Now I think we've got Lou back. I do hope so, fingers crossed. Yeah, it looks like we have. Here we go. Lou, it's all yours.
Sorry, but I don't know what's going on. I don't know.
It's just one of those things, isn't it?
I know. So here I've got a stamp. It can be any stamp you want. I'm using a flower because it's got nice open spaces and I can use it. So for watercolour. Now the brush tips are beautiful, flexible, the filament. So sometimes you get brush pens and they do sort of go out of shape easily. I've not found that with these. So what I'm going to do is get all my colours out. I tend to sort of just take the lids off and have them ready because they don't sort of contaminate. But I also use them together as well. And all I'm going to do is just and I'm using a green. Now, depending on what colour you use will denote what sort of flower you've got. So I'm hoping that these are green.
Okay.
So I'm just going to put that there, and then sometimes really you should start with the sometimes you should start with the light one, but I don't always bother. I like the sort of not knowing. So I'm
Yeah.
going over it with the light, and then we've got a mid-tone that a dark tone, sorry, that I'm not going to put too much on, just maybe on one side and a little bit there. Then orange, reds, pinks. We've just got so many beautiful colours. Now I'm going to go for these. So with these colours, you do need to be light first.
Okay.
And I'm going to just be very gentle with that, because that, if you contaminate, don't worry, you can wipe it all off.
Just, yeah.
And it mixes, so it doesn't matter. I've had lots of people say to me, "Oh, I've discoloured." No, it doesn't matter. Honestly, it does not matter, because they just wet. And I actually mix the colours together by putting the nibs together. And
Do you know, I was going to ask that. So the kind of the tip on the tip, so you can sort of get those different blends in between the colours, and that will gradually fade away and wear away, but you'll get those tones as you work with it. Is that what you mean?
yeah, absolutely, you get a blend. So I've just gone all over with that. Now what I'm going to do is do it like a squirt of water and just pass it through, if I can undo it. So squirt the water,
Yeah.
a mist of it. I don't want too much. Now I'm not using I'm using the card that we've got in the block and cut it down. So I'm just going to put that on. I don't really mind if I have what we call a sort of loose sketchy style, because that's what I want with these. So just do that, take it off. It's perfect.
Oh, wow, look at that. That is gorgeous.
It is really nice. Now I'm going to use the plastic there just so you can see me putting the colours on. I'll put that underneath it. So I'm just using the same colours. So I've got the greens here, and I don't need a lot. I really don't. And I'm just going to add the 3 colours there. I'm going to ask my wonderful assistant to put my lids back on.
Oh,
and
you're not alone again then, Lou. Or is she? Have we lost her?
Mia?
Oh, you're there. You're there.
There we go. So I'm just adding a little bit to the middle, because I don't want it too strong. And all I'm doing is I'm using I'm using my brush as a pencil, sort of, to just allow it to go in the middle of it, because allow the water to just blend out. Now it's too green for me, that way too green.
Okay.
So I'll just pick a bit of the colour off the stem.
Lou, we are so busy on these pens. In fact, when it comes to the tin of 72, we are now approaching limited stock. This is the first time we've seen Lou working with these as well. If you can afford to go for the big one, go for it. Look at this, £15 saving, 372,777. We'll get back to Lou and see her working with these a little bit more.
Now I'm just going to put a little bit of colour on there. I'll make a wash, and what you can do is you can do a full wash like that on one side if you want. Add more colour while it's wet. I tend to use all these the same way, and that is I use them wet into wet, wet on dry, and I just like to experiment with them, because I think that's how you get the most. I'm just going to add a little bit where the lines are on top of the water, because it's water reactive, so it will work, and then just allow a little bit of water to go over that, and it just self bleeds, and it almost does the work for you. So if you wanted to do that at the beginning, that's great, and just put a little bit of colour there, and just do it in dots rather than lines, because you'll get a much better water reaction then, and it's not as heavy.
Oh,
just
we've
put
got
the
limited stock on the tin
again.
of 72. Oh, we've still got plenty of others. Well, I'm saying plenty of others. They're absolutely flying. But the tin of 72, limited stock, everybody.
But when you've done this, and you think, right, well, what more can I do with it? Then this is where you can now sort of reach for another colour and go back in if you wish, just to give it a little bit of sort of,
Oh, nice.
because flowers change colour. They're not all the same. Each one is like a person. They're all unique.
Of course they are.
So I've
And
just
you
added
get
a little
faded
more there.
flowers with the weather as well. They get weathered, don't they? So you get lots of
Yeah.
different looks. I'm loving that, Lou, as well, because you've not used an ink. You've used the pens. So you haven't got the harshness of the ink there. It kind of, it gives it that watercolour effect without even trying, doesn't it?
Oh, it's so easy. And once you've got results like this,
Okay.
your confidence is so boosted. Now, a little tip,
Lou, I
always,
am very, very
yeah,
sorry. I do have to interrupt very, very briefly, simply because I've got to let everybody know the tin of 72 has just sold out. That's me who's not going shopping now then. Looks like I'm going to have to settle
right.
for the tin of 48, which we do still have at the moment. Let's have a look at these. Details of 72. We are trying to see if we can get more stock. We still don't know if we can manage that. There's no answer tonight. We might not even know until tomorrow. So if you want to not miss out and make sure you've got something, go for the 48 next. £24.95, £7 saving, 326286 is the item. You've still got loads of colours there. You've still got the fine liner. You've still got the brush tip as well. So you've got a dual pen there and you can achieve exactly what we're seeing Lou working with here. So Lou, back to you. That is looking amazing.
I've put the colour straight on because you might think, well, I'm not too sure about watercolour and how it goes, but the perfect thing is leave it like that, let it dry, and then we can get our pencils on it, because that's where the pencils come into their own, because they're not just for watercolours, they're for pencils as well. So I'll just grab like a pinky sort of Merlot colour, and
Okay.
all I'm going to do is go back in, and this time very lightly, almost invisibly, I'm going to put some colour in. Now, you might think, well, what's the point of doing that? Why don't you just wait till it's, put more ink on? But I want to show you how versatile they are working all together. So they're not just like buying one, that's great, but the pencils work with the liners work with the pencils, the
Yeah.
pastels, everything.
Do you know that is
And
making a big difference? As I'm watching you there in the centre of that flower, a little bit of shading around the edge of the petals there, it's making a big difference. It looks really good.
And now the best bit is, because this is still a little bit wet, is I can go over this and really soften it up with the white, because the white is allowing to sort of blend everything together. And I just put a tiny bit of dark there, and that allows the white to stand up even more, and stand out. But yeah, and use your pencil to just, if you've lost a little bit of line, just go back in with the pencil, and before you know it, you've got that wonderful sort of just sketchy watercolour look. And don't forget, I'm using quite a dark one. You've got all these pinks to work from,
Yeah.
whatever colour you've got, and they work on all of them. So here's all the colours, pinks we've got.
And they're the paper
And
pads from the One Day Special, aren't they, you've used there as well? If you are going for the set of 72 pencils, you're getting all of those colours. Of course, we've got a tin of 24 that is part of the One Day Special. You're going to get the paper pads in there as well. But, we are so, so busy. If you want all of the colours, go for the set of 72. Item number is 654054. There's the tin. You can see exactly what you're getting there, all those different colours there. Everything's presented so beautifully in the tins as well. If you keep buying for yourself, or of course if you're buying to purchase for someone else as a gift, what a gift to give. Let's get back to Lou.
Right. All I'm doing now is I'm going back in with the fine liner part of the pens, so that it shows you that the pencil, and that is now underneath, and then the pens are going back over the top, so they all work together. And this is where I'm doing it with just simple line strokes, and it's now building up that colour. So you've got the depth is added. Now this is where the greys in the pencil and the pens come into it, because you've got warm and dark greys. These just add so much.
Lou, we've got somewhere in between, well, we've got just over 3 minutes, I believe, left of demo time now, so just to give you a warning, but that is coming together so well, and it is lovely to see you bringing the fine liner back in there again. So the dots you're doing there, I mean, look at the difference. That just those few little dots changes it completely.
The dots, just by showing people, because I draw with dots, and this is how I sort of I get confidence to draw because then the dots don't feel like a heavy line.
Yeah.
But when you're just adding a grey, it's not as heavy as using a black. But then don't forget, we go back with our colour and then add our colour over it in the dots. So we've used a pen as a watercolour on the stamp. We've used a brush pen. We've used the pencils. We've used the black pen again. We've used the pencils to shade over, and now we've gone back in with both sets of pens, just using it to blend out the colour. And I think, you know, to be honest with you, that's brought it all alive now, and
you know,
it's quite nice. You can go back in with your white pen as well.
How quickly that's come together.
Exactly.
Beautiful.
Just a little tip: the stems. You should always put the colour of the flower in the stems because roses and things like that, the colour transfers into the leaves as well.
Yeah,
Something
that's true,
I found
isn't
that
it?
out.
Now you've said it.
Do you know what the tricks with these are? If you've got the watercolour, if you've got the pencils and you haven't got the blending solution, do you know what you can use? You can use nail acetone, which is nail polish remover to blend, and hand cleanser that's got the alcohol in it will blend it all. So if you want me to show you a quick tiny demo.
We've got 1 minute left, Lou.
Right, well, say I want to do this and I want to blend this up. All I do is get my totty on a cotton bud or anything. I have a squirt of, I put a bit of cleaner on there.
Okay.
And then this.
Cotton bud there. Oh, look, straight away. Oh, wow.
So these pencils, and this is not the right paper. This is another sort of paper. It's not stamping paper. This is stamping card. So it's made to be stamped on and not coloured. But look at how I can get that. But I can work on it with pencils again.
Yeah.
And I can keep building up. Now,
Lou, we're taking this right to the wire. We normally ask you to spin your camera around, but we're just going to keep watching you. We can hear you. We know you're back at 8 o'clock as well. So just keep blending away there. Details are on the screen for the 72 coloured pencils. We still don't know we're going to be able to get any more stock of anything. There's so much on the website, everybody. Please, 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 I urge you, check your baskets out tonight. Come back for the other shows and enjoy the demonstrations with Lou, because of course she's got so much more to share with us as well. But you know, you don't want to miss out on any of these bargains here, because that is what they are bargains. Do stay with me. I'm going to say a massive thank you to Lou again there. I know we didn't have time to spin the camera around and say, but she is back at 8. Stay with me. I've got another fab hour coming up. See you.